You have to worry about family telling your business to other family members. If I come to you with a situation and I'm confiding in you, I shouldn't have to look around and auntie know about it, uncles know about it, cousins know about it. I'm coming to you, as like I have a situation. I don't want everybody knowing about it. And then so they can gossip and be like, see, I told you. I told you that was going to happen. See, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people want your demise. Family wants demise. It's no loyalty. No loyalty. I lose my job. I quit my job. I should be getting comfort. You know what I'm saying? I think that's messed up. I think it's favoritism going on amongst, family members, grandchildren. You got some getting more children than you get the other ones because they might have an issue with the significant other, your husband, your wife. It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of absentee grandparents going on. Like you said, it's a village. So when the kids don't know their grandparents, don't have a relationship with their grandparents, what do you think that's doing? You know what I'm saying? I think it's messed up. In-laws.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the mama don't like the wife, daddy don't like the husband, and because of that, they're having a strained relationship.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
That definitely puts a pinch on a relationship if you have a significant other and your mother, your father doesn't like them. You see, at the time y'all should be coming together because you got to realize kids are still being brought into the world while you don't like them. You see what I'm saying? But you're going to say you love your grandchildren. But that's the parent of the grandchild. So you got to realize what psychologically what that does to the child. And a lot of people that's old school, they like kind of write it off like that doesn't matter. You don't think that the kids know you don't like their dad or their mom. You don't think that process is in their mind. That's something that is crazy that you think that actually is happening. Okay, that one of the effects I want to discuss is spiritual separation. Okay, when I say spiritual separation, I'm not saying that everybody has to have the same religion in the family. Everybody doesn't have to worship the same God in the family. And that's the stupidity that makes people turn their back on each other. That is the most stupidest thing I think as a family. You can stop messing with somebody because they don't go to church like you and they don't believe in the same God you believe in. So what I'm saying, we're supposed to be family and all you got is family at the end of the day. But it's so easy for you to turn your back on your own family because they don't believe in, y'all do not believe in the same spiritual system. Now, what's wicked about this whole scenario is that these people that are cutting their family off, they'll say how Jesus is forgiving or Allah is peace and Buddha is peace and all of these guys. We're talking about how peaceful the Bible is and how peaceful the Quran is. And we'll talk about these things, but then your attitude doesn't even show that.
Won't even show the same thing.
Okay? If your God says he gives everybody free will, he giving you a chance to choose to come to heaven, or you can choose to do evil and not come to heaven. You can go to hell. Okay? You are basically saying, I'm more over God because I'm going to judge you, not God. When you say you're going to turn your back on your family because they don't agree with you as far as religious reasons, and you say, well, I'm not fooling with them. They don't go to church. We don't believe in the same God. I don't follow that. And what I have learned, like a lot of people, I've met a lot of different people who practice different belief systems. And if you get to know them, they're good people. I mean, but then you hear their stories and they say, oh, well, my family don't fool with me because I don't go to church. I'm not a Catholic or something like that. And I'd be like, that is weird. That is weird.
That's hypocrisy.
Yes.
That's hypocrisy.
That doesn't even represent God. That doesn't even represent God. And I mean, I'm a person that I do African spirituality. I do not go to church, and my own personal things that I have experienced from family and not going along with the regime is brutal. I mean, you can be called a devil worshiper. They get to calling you names, get to disrespecting you. It goes right into that. It goes right into it. Like, and people act different when you come around. Like, you guys, I've been raised around y'all. Like, just because I don't follow the same belief system as you, and like your whole demeanor changes, even like they don't know me. You know what I'm saying? It's weird.
Weird, yeah.
It's very weird.
Even to be around them after the
Yeah, even to be around them. Because it's all based on, oh, you don't want to be like us and all that kind of thing.
You think you're better than
we
don't said none of those things.
And you know, most of these households ain't what you would call a religious household.
Come on now. Come on now.
Ain't what you would call a religious household.
If you just want to be real.
We gon' fake the funk when somebody don't follow what you want to follow, but you know, these people don't represent what you would call religion or any kind of thing dealing with God. But then you get to a point where, oh, he don't go to church and he doesn't follow Jesus, so I'm going to rip him apart. I mean, it gets brutal. They'll disrespect you, you know. And these are the same people that'll say, I'm going to heaven, I represent God, and all of these things. And that's not true. I'm sorry. No. That's not true. A person that's sitting around putting people down every day does not represent God. I don't know what kind of image of God they got in their own head, but it can't be the God that they're speaking about. No. Because I read the Bible. I know things in the Bible, and these people say they represent it, and you don't. I read the Quran. Okay, there's a lot of people out here not displaying that. Okay, and in an era where people are speaking so much family stuff and how all you got is, you know, one of your mother, one of everything. I'm saying that goes both ways. Any relationship goes both ways. I can't stand that the black community has turned into that the relationship is on one person. Mm-hmm. Okay. And that brings me into the number 2 of my effects, and that's parental selfishness. Okay? I hear people say it all the time. Man, you only get one mom. Man, you only get one daddy, man. You cherish everything. They only get one you, too. Though.
Yeah.
Your mama only got one you. There is not 2 or 3 of me. My mom only has one Brent or one King. You know what I'm saying? That's one. That's one. Okay? There's not 2 or 3 of me walking around. So we got to realize that we have gotten to a point where we're putting a burden on the children because you want them to basically be a servant to you for forever. That's where we at. Oh, you only get one me. Listen to this. Oh, you gonna be devastated when your mama get up out of here.
I'm sorry.
So I'm saying, like, that's where we going with this now. You're gonna burden the child and basically say you're gonna regret when they die.
I'm trying to make you feel bad.
Yes, that is sick. That is sick for a parent to do that. Now, I'm a parent. Okay, I have children. I want everybody to understand this. I am a parent and I have children, which means I got the right to speak on any kind of parental format, period. Because I take care of mine. Okay?
Period.
So, yeah. Yeah, please throw that on top. Okay? But I'm saying my relationship with my children is on me. Now, when they get grown and they say, well, I don't want to be around you, that's a different story. You can't do anything about that. But I'm saying I'm going to make sure that I reach out to my children if there is a problem. That's on me. If we follow the circle of life, okay, the parents are going to leave first. So I'm going to leave first. I'm not going to burden my kids and say, well, you're going to regret when I'm in the casket.
Yeah, but what if something happens to you first?
Yes.
But they act like
that's a possibility.
Happen. Yeah, they act like it's never going to happen.
That's a possibility. So I'm saying, why would you spend 10 years, 15 years? Sometimes I done heard of 20, 30-year cases of parents not talking to their kids. And they saying, well, something wrong with my child. I did what I'm supposed to do. I raised. Okay? And it's a lot more than that. People, black community think when you get 18, it's over. You can kick your feet up. You ain't got to be no parent no more when the kids turn 18. I done did what I'm supposed to do.
Raise my kids now.
Being a parent ain't got no expiration date. Ain't got no expiration date. Okay? Ain't no expiration date to being a parent. My kids got to respect me and show me honor if I'm 80 years old. What you talking about? And they can be 50 something. They not gonna disrespect me. I demand that from my children. Okay? That's not something I'm asking. They're going to do that. I'm not going to allow my kids to curse around me in my face. You know what I'm saying? Smoke and drink like Like everything that turned into now. It's no, you're not even any respect for the parents. You know what I'm saying? So it's my responsibility before I leave this planet to make sure me and my kids are okay or try my best. I'm not going to burden my kids and say, you're going to regret when I'm in a casket. And try to make that depress them to force them to keep on bowing to me. That's what that is. That's parental selfishness. Because you know you raised them. And they deep down inside, if you've been there for your kids, they love you. So I'm not going to burden my kids like that. That is so disrespectful to your child. To burden them and say, man, you going to miss your mama, man. The way you treating her, like, what? So they're basically saying, keep coming around here so I can disrespect you, disrespect your children, disrespect your wife or your husband, because I'm an elder. I'm your mama. I can do that. That don't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? The stupidity in our community that we have allowed to keep on happening because someone is an elder, and sometimes an elder has to be checked. They're my facts. They're not right 100% of the time. I've been raised, and the elders done been wrong. They done been wrong. Okay? It's ways you can talk to them. You ain't got to cuss them out. As long as there's some respect on the table, you can talk to each other in an adult manner. You know what I'm saying?
On it now. Put some respect.
Yeah. But I'm saying that's stupid to sit around and say, I'm going to burden my children. I'm going to burden my children with my death. So I can say, boy, this is what the black community started too. Boy, you can tell who ain't been around the parents when they die. They be the ones clowning at the funeral. Shit, you don't even know what kind of relationship they had.
They could be crying and having sorrow.
Yeah.
Or could be crying tears of joy.
Exactly. Exactly. You don't know. You speak for you and your parents or whatever. You can't speak for everybody else.
But that's something they do a lot. Speaking for you.
Yeah. I done heard of situations. I personally know these situations. I done known a situation where a child grew up and his mother disappeared. His mother and dad was strung out on drugs. Okay? When they passed, he didn't even care. He didn't even care. And so, and people chastised him as an adult, saying he should care about his mother, but he don't even know her. See what I'm saying? It's just that's how the black community is. Like you supposed to pay some homage, even if you don't know them. They never done anything for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what your mother is to you, that's not every damn body in the community. Okay, that's something y'all need to understand. That your story is not everybody else's story, and stop trying to make somebody go along with how you feel. That's not how it is. Okay,
they get mad about that.
Yeah.
Remember that guy that had his father pass and he ain't done nothing for him. His mama raised him, and then when he passed, family was mad at him because he didn't have any words. He didn't have no words of encouragement. He didn't want to say anything, and they got mad. But it's funny the family popped up then.
Yeah.
Now where they been?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they getting all chastising him and getting in him about not saying anything. He didn't want to say anything. He didn't care about his father like that. His father didn't care about him. No. But they was mad at him for that. They come from all different states.
Yeah.
Calling all the people up, talking about, we want you to be on the program and say something about your daddy. He didn't feel like they felt.
No.
And they was mad about that.
Yeah.
Mad about it.
Yeah. Attacked him. I almost wanted to get physical with the boy.
Well, I got something to say about that. I believe that's how I'm going to feel when my father get out of here. I don't feel like how everybody else feel about him. I don't have those feelings for him. He didn't do anything for me. I can't see myself shedding a tear. You know, people say forgive and all this old kind of stuff. I don't know about none of that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I just like Tupac said, he passed away.
And I didn't cry.
Yeah.
Because my anger.
He's a stranger. He's never been there. How am I going to weep and mourn for him? I just can't do it. See, we're realists. This is reality shit.
Reality, baby.
And it can sting you. It can really sting you.
Yeah.
That's what reality is. It ruffles a little feathers here and
there. Yeah. Yeah. Get a lot of people that,
get a lot of people in their face.
Y'all ready to
make you feel some type of way.
But I'm mad at them, man. What they talking about? Yeah, I'm a parent. Yes. I'm talking about a real parent that's with their kids every day.
You got a right to feel that way. I don't have to feel that way.
Every day. With their kids, raising my kids, all that. You know, so I got a wife, I got a structured home. And a lot of us don't know anything about that. I'm not gloating. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling facts. Okay? A lot of us don't know nothing about that. Okay?
Facts.
You know? And their parental selfishness is some of the most wicked things I have seen. Mothers and fathers, I'm talking about, they have children and now their children are grown, and they disrespect them. They disrespect their spouse. They disrespect their children. That's their grandkids. I've seen it. They don't say anything. Their children, because they're like, oh, this is how mom is. No, I'm not going to disrespect my children. I see the mistakes of prior generation. I'm not disrespecting my children. If they have a spouse or something that I do not like, I'm going to try to be cordial as much as I can. As long as it's not, anything that's life-threatening to somebody, I'm going to hold my tongue, okay? And I'm going to be like, I might give some pointers, but I'm not going to disrespect anybody, okay? A lot of us, we get too comfortable with disrespecting people's spouses and stuff. I don't understand that.
I wonder why they just can't be happy for their son or daughter.
Yeah.
What if it was an upgrade for your son?
Yeah.
What if it was an upgrade for your daughter? Why you just can't be happy for them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like you want to go into competition, or you're kind of mad because they doing better than how you was doing.
Yeah.
When you was coming up.
Facts.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. This little war against mom and dad. And,
yeah. It's time for me to attack my child.
Yeah.
Because they're doing something that I didn't do. I see it's a lot of jealousy from the prior generations. I'm sorry. It's the truth. I don't know if these women are showcasing more freedom and more disapproval verbally than what y'all did. Y'all just stayed around and sat quiet and let a lot of these men do y'all dirty and do y'all any kind of way. Y'all didn't say anything, but that's, your daughter ain't like that. Your daughter ain't you. Your son ain't you. And now they got a different life scale. I'm just saying, you got to accept these things.
Yeah.
If we all make mistakes and things, but some things, being a parent, it exists after 18, and we shut down on that, and then it goes into parental self. I hear some mamas say, when these boys get grown and then they find them a queen, they find them a wife, they get married, and they say, well, you know how it is when the new woman come in, I'm out the door. What the hell? What you think I'm supposed to go?
But that's not necessarily true.
And listen, I'm going to say this. Some of y'all women act like you and your son dating. Listen, bag up. Find you some business. You hear what I'm saying? Your son ain't your boyfriend.
No.
What he got going on with his wife and what woman he chooses to be with, it ain't no battle royal, like y'all a tug of war over your boy and shit like that. You don't like her and all this. That's stupidity. Motherfucker down there 60 years old talking about, well, when a man when a woman come in, is we out the door. The hell you think he supposed to do? He got to go have a family. He got a wife. He got to take care of. And women are complaining about this. What the hell kind of? I mean, like it's almost. I feel like some of these women would be okay if they boys with some dogs. Out here making babies everywhere and everything. Okay, let them be in a relationship and let them be who they supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? Okay, no guidelines or respect for each other. How we get there? Ain't no guidelines and ain't no respect for one another. How did it get there? You know what I'm saying? Like I've been to family events and I'm talking about it's family sitting around talking about people kids are retarded. Now I'm talking about this is family now. Yeah. And I'm saying they can all get together and diss family members. You know what I'm saying? This is wicked. Yeah. This is wicked. And a lot of people be telling me this gibberish about how, oh, man, you ain't got nothing but family shit. I don't know about that. I have met friends that have become more of a family to me than some of my blood. You hear what I'm saying? Some of the people that I am bloodline with. I have met friends that have helped me when I was homeless. Okay? And my family laughed at me. You see what I'm saying? My family ganged up on me in my most turmoil times of my life, my most traumatic times of my life. I had family members that went the hardest on me. A lot of people talk about cops. A lot of people talk about all of these things. And my family has done way worse to me than police or anybody. And a lot of black males can agree with that. I'm telling you, and females, I'm telling you, your family will come together and make sure that they attack you on the highest level. Okay?
Then it seems like the ones that is doing something for themselves, they can't really get much help. They can't get much help at all. But the ones that's not doing anything, that's being a complete fuck up, and keep having children with men, you know they're not going to be with them, they help them. They go out of their way and break their necks to help them. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And it's like they got hope for them. But you know damn well they ain't finna be nothing and ain't trying to be nothing. Nope. But they're going to bust their ass to help them. And coming up with all these excuses. Well, you know, I can see you. They're gonna be some. And then the one that's doing something, you barely get them a damn dollar if they ask for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how it goes right there.
You barely give them a slice of bread to eat.
Yeah.
They want anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen
crazy.
I've seen family.
I've ever seen.
Yeah. I've seen family like with my own eyes, and we get to a point where I've seen like some people that are going to college, they're struggling on how they're going to pay tuition and how they're going to pay for their books, and they're trying to get degrees. They're trying to make a better circumstances for themselves, and the family don't want to do anything for them.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Then you look around and you got maybe a crackhead in the family, and everybody is giving these people new furniture. They are making sure these people got a roof over their head. If they got kids, they're taking care of their kids. But you got the person over here that's actually finna be something and actually putting their left foot forward. And they're trying to monopolize their situation. And they don't get any help.
Yeah, not none.
They don't get any help. They don't get any help. And basically, and people celebrate if them people actually
waiting for their demise.
Yeah.
They are waiting on it.
Yeah. They're actually waiting on the day where you lose your job, go homeless, anything. So they can say, well, you know, so-and-so lost their job, saw them living on the street. Yeah. They ready to toast champagne and everything.
She had to drop out of college. She didn't have enough of that semester.
Ain't have enough of that semester.
She come begging, knocking at my door with money. I ain't told her I ain't have it. But then you older and you give them some money for them to go buy drugs, keeping their habit going. Being the demise for them.
Yeah. Babysitting their kids so they can go out to the club and make more babies.
The other one that helped make them ain't finna take care of.
Yeah.
And y'all know this. And you know it.
Yeah.
Then you come around or something and then it's kind of like, what's going on with you? You know. They don't got much to say. They want to keep quiet from you because they know they doing bad.
Yeah.
It's like it becomes a competition really at the end of the day. And that is crazy too.
Sibling rivalry. That plays all into this. Like who can give mom and dad attention most.
Yeah, and people are doing it as adults. But it starts when they're children.
Yeah. It goes all the way.
Issue,
yeah, it goes all the way to when
favoring more child than the other. And then it goes on to the grandchildren.
Yeah, and then they beef. Yeah, that goes into the next effect is there's no structure in the family separation. Okay. After all of these things, when you come to family get-togethers and everybody is dissing each other, and in occasion some people drink too much, and you know, old feelings get to coming out. Fight might happen. This is majority of black families I know. Okay, you almost can't get through a get-together without somebody fighting. Because we getting drunk and motherfuckers smoking weed and all this, and then you know what I'm saying, it's going down when somebody rub somebody the wrong way because you under the influence. You know what I'm saying? And this is the kind of things they call family separation. And that's due to no structure. You know, a lot of us ain't got no grandpas. The grandma probably around, but ain't no grandpa. So the structure is broken already. But when you got these kids that's been half raised, and now we at these events and can't nobody get along. It's called family separation. And what happens is now the nieces and nephews don't know each other. Okay? That we're growing, the families are growing, babies are getting had, but ain't nobody raising around each other. You got the auntie and them living on this side of town. Most of the time they're in the same city. Most of the time they're in the same city. They're not living like in another state. These people are not messing with each other and living in the same state. Okay? So once these things are going on and the kids are growing and not knowing each other, you put your whole family in the lines of maybe incest, and ain't no family reunions no more. And if there's Christmas or any kind of holidays that are celebrated, it's slim now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me being honest. It's slim now. A lot of people can't stomach to be around each other anymore because a lot of people don't know to apologize if you have wronged someone. Okay? If you have done something wrong to them, you stole money from them and anything, you need to be asking for forgiveness. But because we have no structure, we'll tell the person that was the victim, you need to get over that. That's not how it's supposed to go. You need to get over there. You need to stop complaining.
That was so long
ago. That's so long ago. God gonna deal with it. No. They need to realize that they are doing something wrong and they need to apologize. That's where structure comes in, and that's where respect comes in. See, if you don't have that, then everybody is just doing what they want. And then you get these situations where something blows up at a family event. That's because somebody hasn't apologized. We keep thinking we can just sweep everything under the rug and keep on going. No, you can't do that. You can't do it. Somebody has to acknowledge when they have done something wrong. This is what is destroying the family the most, because we do not want to accept when you have done something wrong and you need to say sorry. I'm sorry, brother, sister, cousin, auntie, uncle, I'm sorry. Okay, we can't do that. I don't know what it is.
It seems to be one of the hardest things for them to do.
Yeah, it's more about pacifying disrespectful people in the family now. It's more about pacifying people that don't bring anything to the family table. That's what we're pacifying. And then we keep having these same cycles keep on continuing. We have to end a lot of cycles, and it starts with the family structure. It starts with the family structure, which leads me to my another effect of mine, and that's losing the elders effect. When Big Mama go, listen to me, y'all. When Big Mama go, the family is done. I witnessed it. When Big Mama is gone, there is no structure in the family anymore. Ain't no Thanksgiving dinners together. Everybody pretty much is like, okay, Mama dead, Grandma dead. It ain't the same no more. It ain't the same no more because ain't nobody finna put their foot forward and say we need to keep this family rolling. Ain't no structure no more. Everybody, granny or grandpa had that nurturing love when we all came together. Family, where we going for the holidays? Going to grandma's house. Going to grandma's house. Everybody gonna be there. Daddy, mama, my cousins, everybody. Everybody come there, and grandma and grandpa had their vibe. You know what I'm saying? But when they gone, ain't nobody taking over no more. I don't want to deal with that nigga. That's what we say now. And a family disappears overnight when them elders leave. Disappear. Grandma leave, the family is done now. Ain't nobody stepping up to the plate, because it's when the grandmas and grandpa leave, the uncles and aunties and whoever, they supposed to come behind and keep everything rolling. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't happen, does it?
Nope.
What if you ask me what happened to the black family? This is what happened.
Major key there.
This is what happened. When the elders leave, nobody want to be an elder. What the elders now is trying to be what, grandmas? They trying to be popping over. They chasing their youth now.
I done seen some grandmas with their ass hanging.
Yeah, online. The grandmas got twerk videos now.
What's going on? Hear that? None of
the grandmas got twerk videos now. The grandmas slinging dope. I'm being real with you. The grandma got a boyfriend the same age as one of her kids.
Oh, hell.
Married sometime. The grandma got a hairstyle that's modern. Okay? Both of my grandmas was happy in their age. Okay? They wasn't never trying to keep up with no youth. So that's how I view a grandma. My grandma wasn't trying to be popping, lit, none of that. We got grandma in there to my hot girl summer. Get your ass in there with your grandkids. Get your ass up.
What?
Yeah. Get up out of here. Okay? Get up out of here. Somebody need to tell them that. Get up out of here with that shit. Okay? You know you too goddamn old for that. Okay? Ain't nothing. You 60-some years old. Ain't nothing popping about you being in no club.
Oh, no.
Don't even get your grandkids. You got 10, you only get 1 or 2 of them.
That's crazy then.
You only got 1 grandkid. You only get 1 or 2 grandkids, but you got 10, 15 grandkids. You only get 1 of them. The rest of your grandkids don't even know you. You're going to be lit and popping and get likes on Instagram and all. Man, what kind of grandmas is this?
And then when you laying on,
I don't know anything about these kind of grandmas. My grandmas was luxury. I'm just being real. One of my grandmas didn't play, but I'm talking about when I talk about my Bobby Porter. You know, my grandma, rest in peace. Oh man, it's one of the biggest influences of my life was having Granny there. You know, this woman taught me spirituality. She brought me God more than anybody. You know, cooking, everything, just being up under her, being around her, I cherish it. I cherish it. You know what I'm saying? My grandma Cersei, she got us for the summer. We done spent summers with Grandma Cersei. She just a little strict, you know what I'm saying? But I still cherish things that in times that I had with her because one thing about her, you gonna clean. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know, I get to a point it would be like, boy, grandma would be going upside my head now. I get up, get the vacuum and clean it up because I'm saying, boy, grandma wouldn't appreciate this. I taught you better. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying the structure of my grandmas and what they presented to me and what they done for me, you know, I utilize all of this still to this day. That just lets you know how important the grandparents are. My grandpa Jimmy, you know what I'm saying? He put hard work into instill that in me. And as a man, I know the structure of how you got to break a sweat out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to get dirty. You're going to have to get filthy. And that's all to provide for your family, though. You gotta lay cement, you know, be a trash man, whatever. If you're putting them food on the table, that's what you do. And he taught me hard work. But my grandmas, that solidified me with spirituality. They like, you going to church. You know, even sometimes I didn't like it. I know that them days presented God to me. God to me. And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know anything spiritually. Okay? And I was able to get that from my grandma Bobby Porter. And she was able to establish a lot of these things with me, and I appreciate her so much. In Grandma Cersei, I appreciate them so much. But the when we lost them, you know, things ain't been the same. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's why I say with the black family, when we lose them elders, man, it's like we lose everything. You know, it ain't the same. Grandma, you know, grandmas and grandpa and them, it was about being together. It was about being a family. We wasn't making all this short talk for a reason for you not to be around your family. You know, like people got a different belief system or you don't like the way how a person lives their lives. That's not a reason to cut someone off and turn your back on them. The black family has pretty much in disarray. We're not together. You know, children are getting older, and everybody's getting older. And now the only time family get together is a funeral. It'll turn into like, oh man, you know, somebody will pass, and everybody gets together like, man, we need to link up, bro. Like, exchange numbers.
Yeah, they talk that talk, man. You know,
yeah,
you might not be here tomorrow.
Yeah,
it goes a whole another year.
Yeah,
another year.
3
Another
years.
year.
It's
Same
right back.
old bull crap that was going on before. You ain't changing it. It's just a bunch of lies.
Yeah. And then we're back to being distant until somebody else is in that casket. Then we're gonna pop up around each other like we was tight knitted. You know, this is one of the reasons why a lot of these funerals be dry, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, some of my family members passed, and like I ain't seen them in years. You know what I'm saying? reached out to me, and like a lot of people feel like, you know, you shouldn't have any emotional feelings about that. But I'm like, man, listen, if we're not tight, we're not tight. So when it's time for somebody to pass, like I'd be sad. I have memories and things like that I'd be sad about. But if people think I'm gonna like clown and fall out over the floor over it, when you know that people ain't been close, and the relationship is two people, not one person. Like this society is perpetuating now. It's about somebody being the bigger person. Well, let's just say you got to be the bigger person 100 times. Who wants to do that?
You get tired of that.
Yeah, you got to be somebody disrespect you or disrespect your kids. You say years go by and say, "Well, I'm gonna be the bigger person to squash," but they ain't never gonna apologize. What kind of nonsense have we let transpire so long? This is pure nonsense. Okay, and I'm only saying these things because I think I know as a community we can do a lot better than the situations we've been putting on the table. We're just gonna jump past respect. How do we get past respect? You don't feel like you have to respect someone? That's why I don't go nowhere with my woman too much. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody finna disrespect my woman. This is my wife. You come sideways, we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? And I got to worry about that. You know, when I go around family, because I'm not allowing it. Okay? Because it done went on so long. So long. Everybody feels comfortable with disrespecting each other's spouse and things like that. I'm not allowing it. You're not gonna disrespect my kids or anything. Or anything. I'm putting my foot down on somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's not happening. Okay? Because I run my house in a different structure. I'm gonna respect you, and you're gonna respect me. That's how this goes. That's how this goes. And if that's hard for somebody to do, then they ain't got no kind of God or respect in them. They cannot just respect you and say, okay, we ain't got to agree on everything. I'm just going to, you know, be cordial, and we going to raise this family together. Like, well, how hard? That doesn't even sound like something that should be hard to somebody. Is that a hard thing to do? I'm just going to respect y'all. I'm just going to respect y'all. If you don't believe the same thing you believe, I love you. We family. Okay, I did do this to you like 2-3 years ago. I'm sorry.
Bringing it right back to accountability.
Yeah. Okay, and we can't even do that. But I'm here to say this. If we can't get over these effects, then the black family is done. It's done. I mean, you don't believe me? Okay. Is your family together? Black people? I'm saying, think about it. I want you to think about your family. Are they together? Is everybody, every event, you got everybody there? I'm talking about the living people. Is that if people coming together every day? Do you talk to your family every day? Or majority, average out of the year, out of 365 days, are y'all talking at least 150, 175 of them days out of a year? Just think about it. Do your kids know all of their cousins? Do they know? Get to thinking about that. Think about that real hard. Do they know their grandma? Do they know their grandpa? They still alive? Okay? See, like all of this get to slipping on everybody. And you want to make a mirage. But I'm here to bring you into reality. And I'm telling you, the black family has disappeared. There is no structure. There's nothing. I mean, like when I was little, I used to be scared to use profanity. I never wanted that to get back to my grandma, my grandpa, my dad, my mom. I was worried about that. Boy, these kids don't give a damn who's around. They'll cuss an adult out. They'll beat an adult ass. They'll pull a pistol out and shoot an adult. They don't give a damn about none of that. And I look at that and I just be like, wow. The respect has left this generation. The respect has left. We got kids and their mamas and daddies is recording now, rolling up weed. This is right now. Hitting blunts. We got little girls with twerk videos online, and the parents are recording the shit. Pardon my French. I got to say it like that because there's another saying from the elders: the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which brings me to
Yeah.
holding accountability again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, you was promiscuous when you was growing up, and then you look around and you see your daughters the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But you're like, I don't know how she got it like that. But you know, you was around here screwing every Tom, Dick, and Harry around the block. And now your daughter doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. Teenage pregnancy. You was a teenage pregnancy one. Now your daughter's a teenage pregnancy. And you're gonna try to do, make her abort hers or be like, oh, you know, but you ain't even gave, she gotta get out the house. But you ain't even gave her the sex talk. You did. All I ever heard was, "Don't bring no baby home." That's the most I got it from a sex talk. I was even scared to have sex. It was like that. But I'm saying some of these kids, it's not like that. They're gonna go out and do what they want to do. You ain't told them nothing about it. You ain't told them how to protect themselves. You ain't tried to mentor them and go into another direction. Same with the drug dealing and the gangs. You know what I'm saying? They out here clapping and praising them for it. It's like they getting an award for being a damn fool is what I call it. Goddamn fool.
Yeah.
Being a fool. And then when they get locked up, what they say, free my nigga this. Free my nigga that. You ain't helped them do no kind of going in the right direction enough. Just help them go to their demise. This is everyday thing in the black community.
Every day. And accepted now. Yeah, and somebody used to, well, I didn't used to hear it as much as recently, but you'll see, you know, a lot of children being born and the father not around. And, you know, it's kind of being applauded now. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to marry him, then what you laying with him for? Boy, what you laying with him for? What you laying with him for? If he can't, you don't know if he's gonna be a dad or anything. I see. This is the start of the structure. Who you decide to get pregnant by, who you decide to start procreating with. I'm talking about, man. We really got to start putting more time into who we're gonna procreate with. I'm talking about this. I mean, some of these situations, it's you just hot.
And then getting applauded for.
Yeah, and I'm talking about some of us ain't even using protection.
Some of these mamas letting these girls still stay in the house with them, and they got 3 or 4 kids before they're 21 years old. But the mama's benefiting off of it. Why? Because she helping with the kids, so she can claim on income tax. She can get food stamp. You know what I'm saying? It's benefiting her. But she ain't telling her like, oh, you try to be something. Yeah, she ain't telling her none of that.
No.
But when they get mad at each other, you hear all that fly out. They at each other's neck. Then mom and daughter at each other's neck. And that's another thing. The mom and daughters and sons and stuff like that, they cannot get along with their mother. Especially if she's single parent. No disrespect to single parent women out there. But it's like the kids will try you.
Yeah.
I believe in the men being in the house. And their biological father if you can. Because that daddy gonna put the discipline down. And that's what these kids need. Daddy gonna lay the hammer on that ass.
Yeah.
That's what they need. That's what they need.
Exactly.
You finna be talking back to me. Telling me what they ain't gonna do.
Yeah.
All this old crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And all this stuff you do, the sacrifices you do for these kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
These kids have lost their mind.
Yeah.
They are ready to kill you. Look at all the, we just was talking about the last video.
What's that old video saying?
I brought you in the world, I take you out.
Boy.
That's real.
Boy. It don't get no realer than that.
Shit, it might sound funny.
Yeah, but see,
it's serious.
See, we came into a generation. Oh, you shouldn't whip your children. You're gonna cause them all these issues. And now the kids killing the parents. Crazy, ain't it?
And very some of these grandparents is standing around like, "What you whooping that kid for?" But you was beating the shit out of him. What you whooping that kid like that for? Nah, he ain't mean to do that.
Man,
no,
man, that's crazy.
You know, spoil them kids and bring them back home to you, and you gonna be ready.
Yeah, they knocking their butt. Man, them old school folks, man, they had a ground respect for with their kids. That don't even exist anymore. I know parents are scared to tell their son, you need to go out here and get a job. But they let them lay up in the house, he's 30-something. They scared to tell their daughter, stop having all these babies. Stop Stop doing this to
We
yourself.
know kids are a blessing, but some of y'all can't take care of them.
That's what I'm saying. Especially if you're a grandma you got to take care of the kids all the time. Yeah. I would be saying something to my child.
Like that woman was saying to her 2 daughters, they had them newborn babies back to back, 2 sisters.
Yeah.
And she was saying, "Oh, grandma, it's not my job to raise your children."
No.
You know what I'm saying? I can help out with them, but it's not my job to raise them. Y'all are well and alive and moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think some people was mad about that.
Yeah.
Because y'all are doing that same stuff that she getting on them about.
That's my grandma.
It's all this. It ain't nothing but a damn reflection on or deflection or however you want to put it.
Yeah. And it just shows you how disarray our family has become. It's like it's no structure anywhere. Now I know there's gonna be some people like my family like this. Listen, I gotta clear this up every time because I know.
Or get off this live.
Yeah, go somewhere. Hey,
this ain't for you.
Love and hip hop and stuff is out. You can go watch that. You know what I'm saying? It's a reality TV.
Some people watching that with their kids.
Man. See, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, I was telling my queen is like I grew up in Chicago, and when I'm talking about only out of the entire time I grew up in Chicago, I only knew 1 or 2 people that had their mother and dad there. The rest of us was single parent household. Okay, we didn't know anything about coming up in a structured household. Our dads wasn't around. We just had our mom. You know what I'm saying? And that's like 97-8% of the cases. Then of like we end up moving to Arkansas, North Little Rock, and it was pretty much the same thing.
I can only count on my hand.
I mean, I'm saying there's 2 different states I grew up in. Okay, there's 2 different states. You had Midwest, and then I came to the South. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, it's very common. It's very common for you to meet children that don't have a father. I talk to my kids. My kids are telling me this now. That's now, this 2020, and it's a single parent epidemic. The family, the black family, is been in disarray. They're not together. They're not together. They're not together at all. This is we are in a state of emergency. We talking about the coronavirus. I'm talking we've been in an epidemic emergency for over 20 years. For over 20 years. I say over 30. I really can boost them up on that, but I say at least the last 30 years has been devastating to the black community. I'm talking about with mass incarceration in the 90s, the gang banging violence that went on, that knocked off hundreds of thousands of our people, and drive-bys that have hit babies. I'm talking about, man, we are in a state of emergency, and it's far more dangerous than the coronavirus. I'm sorry, what we are experiencing and what we have experienced for 30 years. It's millions of us in the judicial system, parole, probation, incarceration. And most of them got kids. They don't even have a dad. You see what I'm saying? We are in a bad state, and this is where the black family is today. Do I have hope? Yes, only in the youth, though. If we don't start tapping in with the youth, then we're going to find ourselves losing another generation. We're going to find ourselves losing another generation. Our generation has picked up a lot of bricks. We were building, but it probably ain't finna be no progress with us like that. I'm just going to be honest. You're going to individually mold your children into picking up from a better position than what you had, and you got to make sure that they stay on that. That's the best opposition I see for the black community. If I had to give my own analogy, that's the best thing I see is the youth. The youth is bright. You probably got to train them a little harder than what we had. See, they a little bit more, blindsided than we are. But I do see potential. I definitely see potential with the youth, and I believe that if we're structuring them on being owners instead of workers, and being stand-up men, and educated women and men. All of these kind of things. Educate yourself as much on different things, even if it's outside of school. Teach them to try to learn stuff outside the box and not just be structured around what you got to learn at school. I'm telling you, I learned way more educating myself than I learned at school. And I was in school. We in school, what, 12 years of our life? You know what I'm saying? 12 years of our life. Was it 18?
I said about
14, yeah. 14 years, like 13, 14 years of your life, you're in school. And I'm telling you, since I've been an adult, I have taught myself more than what 14 years of school has taught.
14 to 15 years. You had 2 years of preschool in your kindergarten. That's
Yeah,
3 years
so
plus
it's probably, rough.
15
you know, if you count the summers and breaks. So it'll be about 14, 13, 14. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, that's the only thing that's just going to help us is you. I mean, because, you know, a lot of things are starting to come to head now. We see we done took a lot of small things for granted, you know, and a lot of people are starting to see that now because we have, you know, a possible martial law and government shutdown and all of this. Now people are like, hold on. Yeah. See, it's reality sitting in there.
Reality.
Yeah. See, it's starting to sit in now, and we starting to see things for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And now we trying to think of something else because we haven't been taught a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And the way our family is structured, and if things like this was able to happen, you know what I'm saying, people realizing how they really got no family. You know, these are facts. You know, people are starting to say, like, why? If something was to happen to me, where are my kids gonna go?
Yeah.
You know,
and that's a shame.
Yeah, and you start
that family right here, and it's like, what? You don't even know if your family's gonna even food with them. If something happens to you, it's like, yeah, who's gonna get my kid? Yeah, they might have to go into the system.
Yeah, but we gave our critical analogy and a critical breakdown on a lot of these subjects. We gave our whole answer to what happened to the black family, and you know, we reality check on YouTube. Please subscribe, please like and hit that notification bell too, because we're gonna keep coming with content to leave an open discussion about. You might get over here and talk to your moms or something about this, you know, and nothing is wrong with that. I don't get on here to get praise and everything. I'm more about hitting that psyche. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make you think, because you can be offended, but I'm saying it's gonna make you think about some things. And then I done did my job.
If you done ruffle some feathers, that means, like we were saying earlier, tell us we lying then. Prove that we are lying. If we ruffle some feathers, I need you to prove that we are lying.
Yeah, I need to know that what we're saying isn't true.
You know we ain't lying.
All I ever been in is the black community.
I ain't got to lie.
All I ever been in is the black community. Trust me, I know a lot.
You ain't got to lie, Chris.
You know, this ghetto boy done grew up. And I'm calling things out what I've seen my entire life. I still see things today. I've seen this my entire life, and I just saying, like, what has happened to the black family, and why are we accepting the position that we are in, and we see that we are basically hanging ourselves now. We are basically applying nigger writers type behavior. That's what I'm gonna say. Outlandish, ghetto. That ain't my culture. Y'all can claim that as y'all culture. That ain't my culture.
The ills of the community.
Yeah, that ain't my culture. If you talking about drinking a 40 and all that stuff, that's black culture. No, it's not. Don't put me in.
Ain't nothing but a bunch of mental illness.
Yeah,
and that's another segment there. That's a whole other segment.
Yeah.
A whole nother story right there.
Yeah, anything you want to top this off with, baby? All right. Okay. Yeah, we good. But anyway, you're now tuned in to what happened to the black family. This is Reality Check, and this is your boy King Haru, and this is my lovely, lovely queen,
Nita Buns.
Okay, and we checking out again. Please leave your opinions, your comments below. Whether you like it or not, let's go. You know what I'm
Hit
saying?
that like button. You know you like it.
Yeah. All right, but peace.